and a founding member of the Oracle Education Foundation's Board of Directors.
Hello, everybody. It's really wonderful to be here again for the ThinkQuest Awards. And tonight, I have the honor of presenting the 16 and Under Awards for the Digital Media event. Please direct your attention to the sampling of the second and first place teams' terrific entries. You know, I've traveled in India, and I know how vibrant and beautiful the culture is, and I have actually showered with a bucket, so I know how well they conserve their water. So from my own experience, bringing these two together was perfect. Our second place award goes to a team whose members hail from India and the Maldives. Their website, Reviving Our Roots, examines how globalization has both helped India and at the same time begun to change its culture. This team set out to preserve its local culture and traditions by documenting and sharing them. Their website features original research results and presents topics such as Indian history, language, and the arts in a powerful educational way. Here to share a little more about this team's ThinkQuest journey is Sushmita Krishnamurti, this evening's student speaker who is here for the first time in the US from her hometown in New Delhi. Sushmita.
That morning, I logged on to the ThinkQuest website with little hope of finding our names on the winners page. Yes, the results were there. I scrolled down the page, disappointed that Reviving Our Roots was not on the list. Then I realized that I was looking at the ThinkQuest Projects category, and I clicked on the digital media link. And there, under second place, was the title of our project and our names. I clicked on the site's bookmark, and suddenly, the website looked brighter and our words sounded richer. I was proud of it. Maybe we really had done a great job. I had come across the ThinkQuest competition in February 2011 and thought, so here's one competition that requires us to solve a real world problem and not an abstract physics equation. I had to take part. So I approached my classmates, Ria and Ashima, to form a team. Next, I remember we were already discussing potential topics and went to meet our teacher, Mrs. Latif. We had 3 months to complete our project. We debated on topics ranging from the environment and primary education to farmers in India. We were going to vote for the topic democratically when Ria came up with the cultural issue. Globalization was eroding the cultural values of our generation. We could discuss that topic for hours because it was centered around us, the youngsters. Reviving Our Roots was a unanimous decision. Seeking an international outlook in our project, we invited Neha from the Maldives, who had been my classmate when her family lived in Delhi, to join us. Our team was complete. We planned meticulously. Initially, each member of the team was designated specific tasks. Ashima took up research and photographs. Neha was in charge of research and writing. Ria dealt with the surveys and videos, and I was designated website design and writing. However, our class 10 exams were imminent and our tasks were lost beneath the school books. Once the exams were over, the project took the spotlight again. With 1 month to go, we were worried about the deadline because school was closed for vacation. We needed to utilize the days off. Meeting often and collaborating on phone were not viable options. So we turned to the internet. A Facebook group and a shared Google Docs folder did the magic for us. We would develop our ideas using the multi-user editing option on Google Docs, and when a task was completed, we would just post a link to it on our Facebook group. All the updates went on Facebook because nobody ever misses a Facebook notification. While working on the project, we wrote down our ideas and then organized them into topics and subtopics. Once we had a sketch, it was easy because we only had to fill in the colors. One of the most enjoyable parts of the project was the survey we conducted to assess the youth's knowledge of our culture. The day we had chosen to do the surveys happened to be the day of the Cricket World Cup final between India and Sri Lanka. Neha warned us that most people would be huddled in front of their TVs. So we went to an open-air amphitheater where the match was being aired. Luckily, the place was full of youngsters. Though some people we approached would be annoyed that we were interrupting the epic match, we had a great time and a successful survey. Many people could name every player on the cricket team, but they confused India's national anthem and national song, and even came up with completely innovative answers. In the end, we concluded that most of us knew more about cricket than our culture, and by the way, India won that World Cup that day. As the deadline grew closer, we grew more anxious. There was lots to do and little time. How are we ever going to submit an impressive project? Sometimes our spirits would go down, but we decided that since we had stepped in, we had to do our best. After that, the rate at which we worked was amazing. We had really learned to sift through the information available to us, analyze it, and present a view that was original. The most important skill I learned was to work productively under pressure. The last week, you could have seen us putting together the final pieces of reviving our roots well after midnight. But all the late nights paid, because as my teammate Neha put it, as we waited for ThinkQuest Live in San Francisco, then came the 3 longest months of anticipation and the 5 shortest days of our lives. Thank you.
Sushmita wants to go to Stanford. I think they'd be lucky to have her. Next, I'd like to invite our first place winners, the Water Crisis team, to the stage. The team members are Abhinav, Braden Curry, Vaibhav Verma, and Patricia Ware. Unfortunately, Braden could not be with us, and Abba, but we're delighted to have you both here with us.